Hi Ledgers, I just want to create a quick video on the New Zealand dollar because I've just seen something interesting. Okay, so the New Zealand dollar topped out when rates couldn't hold above this key level of resistance at 65.10 on a number of occasions before breaking down. Since that fake out, you can see that it took out the prior low that was created around 61.91. Call it 62, yeah, just around the figure. This blue line here, let's just color that in red. Well, look where we are now. That level broke down on Friday. Then at the start of this week on Monday, rates created a hammer-like candle just beneath the 200-day moving average to suggest that it may have created a bottom. Okay, I don't think this is a bottom because of the way the dollar has been behaving of late. It's been going up because of rising bond yields and whatnot. Okay, so when I say the dollar, I mean the US dollar, sorry. So from here, I would be very surprised if it continues to push higher. I think it has set up the bulls to kind of take their stops, trap the bulls and reverse and take out their stops. So where would you think people who bought on the back of this hammer will have placed their stops? Right below the low of Monday's range, right? So let's just color that in black. That's precisely where I think the New Zealand dollar is heading towards in the next few days. Obviously a lot can change in terms of data and whatnot, all the usual risk, but that's where I think the buy side liquidity is resting. By that I mean people who bought, they will have placed their stops, so their liquidity is their stop orders, their sell stop orders on their long New Zealand dollar positions. Okay, so those positions would be resting below 61.31. So I reckon that's where it's headed. The short side liquidity is resting above these highs around 62.60ish, 62.50, and so that's the line in the sand for me in this bearish video of the New Zealand dollar. So for as long as we don't cross that 62.60 area, I think it's going to head further lower and take out liquidity resting below Monday's range. Okay, so that's all. We saw a very similar pattern to like this in the other videos I created on the German DAX index. I don't know if you watched it. That's it. But let me quickly show you that. Where is it gone? Just give me 1 second. I think it was this one. Yeah. It was indeed this one. So what I did is, I created that video a couple of days ago, highlighting the double bottom that was created here. I suggested that there will be lots of stops resting below that from people who had bought the DAX, and lo and behold, the index slumped. I think it was on Friday. Yeah, later on Friday. So I created the video on Friday morning when this shaded gray area had just broken down, and then it went on to continue lower and take out those stops. So that was my first target for my short trade idea that I had initiated around 15,430. What I did then is I moved my stop from where it was initially to above the high of this candle. I know it was in hindsight, it was a bit of a bad move, I think, because it took out the remainder of my position, but it still gave me profit on the first portion, and in the second portion, I got out at a very small profit. Nonetheless, you see what I mean. It went on to take out liquidity that was resting below the double bottom low, and I think that's a similar setup that's happening in the New Zealand dollar. If I go back to it. New Zealand dollar, where are we? Nope. don't know, let's just try this one. Yeah, I think this is the chart that I shared. Yeah. Yeah, this is the hourly chart. I showed you the setup on the daily, didn't I? It was this chart right here. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I think it's heading down to 61.31, so probably 61, the round figure, is the next potential downside target for me. As I said, my invalidation level would be at 62.61ish, because that was the most recent high created before the latest plunge. In fact, I don't want the New Zealand dollar to take out this high here at 62, call it 62.50, because obviously the mid figure and everything else. I want 62.50 to hold for me to maintain a bearish view on this currency pair. If that breaks, then yeah, I'll just drop my bearish view on this market. If you like this video and how I analyze the markets to look for trade ideas, then make sure to join my private group, details of which can be found on my website at tradingcandles.com.